All right, man. So I know that the goal for you is to get a role around January, right? Like the first days of January.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, because you already accepted that, yeah, you want to be trained as a closer, everything closing. That sounds good. Now, what if you went ahead and jumped into a role like right now as a setter, so that when January hits, maybe not January, but like end of January, maybe even February, then you have some experience, some cash collected, and well, you've already made some money, and then you can transition into closing really easily.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, you think that'd be better? I think that might be better.
Yes, because I've been thinking, and this training, role playing, everything is great, but nothing will ever teach you like the real experience. I'm talking to actual um prospects. And what I can do is coach you alongside with your actual experience so that I make sure that you're making good money and you are improving in real time with what needs to be improved. And the thing is, man, when you're studying in high ticket sales or whatever, there are like two main beliefs. Either it's too easy, I can get a job in no time and make like 10K a month working 4 hours a day, or getting a job is super difficult. I need to be really, really good. And if I'm not the very best, no one's ever gonna just interview me. And it's not true. If
Yeah.
you want to be just a setter with no experience, nothing, you can really get the position. Maybe it might take you a couple more interviews because you have to realize what it is that you have to say, uh, the storytelling, the everything. Well, once having that job, then the improvement and the proof that you've been in sales and the confidence, everything just skyrockets.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want you to start applying today. Well, maybe not today because it's late for you, but tomorrow for appointment setting roles.
Okay, perfect.
So what do you
Yeah, I'll
know about
promise.
that? What do you know about applying?
So I just know just from like what I've asked Ethan in the past. So as far as applying, when they ask like, okay, well, I don't have necessarily worked at a business, but I have, what was it? I think it's like 40 hours or 50 hours of sales training, 20 hours of live mock calls in, real scenarios. And then he also said I could put like 10 plus hours of live group coaching
Mhm.
and then I don't know, he's told me to add some other stuff, but like he said add that,
Yeah.
and then even like show a video of you on a mock call prior because
Mhm.
like he said somebody asked for it like before you apply. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's actually solid. And we're gonna
yeah.
do it. We're gonna do a mock call where you know exactly what to say, everything. But let's take it
Okay.
back from the beginning. Like, have you ever applied to a role?
No, not yet.
Okay. If you were to apply just with information that you know, how like where would you do it? What platform? And if I tell you like right now, just go ahead and apply. What's your first logistical move?
um if I were gonna apply, just like what was the first thing I do if I'm gonna apply?
Yeah.
um
And where do you
I
find the
would
roles?
He said, where do I find a role?
Mhm.
um I mean, I would look necessarily, Facebook groups, and then there's this one website Ethan knew. He said it was called I think Rep Select or something.
Rep select, yes.
You Rep Select, and then said just look around on Instagram too sometimes, but so you could find someone Facebook group Rep Select, and then that's all I've really gotten.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. So rep select, I'm gonna send you the link of the website. I think at this point is $14 a month, something like that. So what you want to do is go into rep select and go to the pipelines. You know what's a pipeline?
Pipeline? Mm, I'm not sure.
So basically, there are these companies who do these interviews to find talent, to find closer setters or people who want to be setters. They
Yeah.
interview them, vet them. They kind of filter the ones that are serious and have experience and the ones that don't. And then they also do the same thing for companies. Companies also want setters and closers, and these companies also with the companies like the companies have to be making above a certain amount and give the closers and setters a certain standard of benefits of commissions, good stuff. And at the same time, um, they're like the middleman between people who are looking for a job and these companies looking to hire people. And in
Yeah.
exchange, obviously, these companies don't have to do that process themselves. These companies don't have to filter the people, look for the candidates, post on like LinkedIn, all these things. So they trust whoever the pipeline accepts and puts into their offer, right? So it's a win-win situation. And the most common ones are Closers.io, Win at Sales, Zach Brown's pipeline, all different things. I'm gonna send you as many pipelines as I know, but if you go to Rep Select, there's a page where it has almost all of the pipelines, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna go ahead and apply to all those pipelines. Once you're in the system of the pipeline, then they're gonna be the ones basically telling you, okay, now you are gonna work for this company or this opportunity is open. Go ahead and apply to the company as well, because each company could also have their own hiring process that you have to go through, but only people within the pipeline are gonna be able to go to that hiring process in the first place. Make sense?
Yeah. And
Yes.
so since I'm like kind of a not beginner, but I've only been doing settings since October 10th, so what, like almost 2 months now. What certain offers would I be looking for? Obviously I'm gonna be getting like the intermediate, like what 2 to 3K offers, on track earnings or
I'd say apply for anything, bro. Apply for anything,
anything.
anything that excites you, anything that, mm, or even if it doesn't excite you, like doesn't matter. Boring industries, there's a lot of cash in there, right? So
Yeah.
you're looking for the experience. You're looking to grow. You like first of all, I would say is applying because applying is just a skill on its own. Now, once you have an interview, with each interview, you gain knowledge and you gain like, okay, this is what I did right, this is what I did wrong, this is how things felt, and then you can tweak for the next interview. Like, there's nothing wrong by joining an interview and then the business owner go ahead and tell you, oh, sorry, we proceeded with someone else, right? Like that's gonna
Okay.
happen even if you're like the most skilled of the closers of everything, because there's
Yeah,
just a
that's
lot
true.
of people applying, right? Mm. And even the most skill of the closers might not know exactly how to market themselves in that interview. So that's a different skill.
Yeah. Okay.
We we can definitely go through a little bit of what to say in the interview so that you have a bit more confidence. Mm. So most likely the hiring process is gonna look like you fill up a form with what have you done, your cash collected, why like a bunch of questions like why are you a good fit for the role, all these different things. And then you're gonna have to send a Loom video.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what's Loom, right?
Yeah, it's that recording thing. You send a little recording video of yourself.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
yeah.
And basically that's gonna be the most common thing across all yeah jobs that you're gonna hire. There's always gonna be the opportunity for you to send a Loom video.
Okay.
If it's not mandatory, it's optional, but you have to do it because the likelihood that you're gonna get hired it's exponentially higher if you send a Loom video. So always send a Loom video.
Okay. And make sure it's personalized towards them, right? Oh my gosh.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
So the way how you wanna like that Loom video is the key. Basically, that's the key of
Okay.
getting hired. That and the interview, but well, without the Loom video, you don't get the interview. So
Yeah. Okay.
you wanna make sure that it's personal, like hello, X company or X person, whatever. I'm Joshua, and then you start like saying the data of what you can say, right? You start with that because that's what they care. So if you were to be a closer, you'd say, of course, yeah, I made 124,000 cash collected or whatnot, but you haven't. So you say, hey, I'm Joshua. I've been training consistently X amount of hours, X amount of role plays for 2 months already, and I'm looking to apply this in in a real set of role, right? You just really briefly mention whatever you can say about statistics, right?
Okay.
So yeah, let's do that. Let's role play that part. How would you do that?
Like the as far as me, like, okay. So like, hey, my name's Joshua. I've been training setting for the past 2 months. I haven't necessarily been on a roll yet, but I have
I don't
40
say that.
plus hours. Okay, don't even say okay. I'll say I have 40 plus hours in sales training. I have 20 plus hours in live mock calls and 10 plus hours in group coaching. And okay. Okay, am I doing good so far? Say that.
It's good in terms of the
Mhm.
content. You have to just
Okay.
drill it out more smooth with confidence.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
giving a
yeah.
little speech. It's like a 1 minute speech about yourself, and you present just the best of that you have. So that's good. It's okay because it's the first, like you're thinking as you speak, and that's
Yeah.
fine. Um, yeah, try to go again as more
Okay.
smooth.
Well, yeah, my name's Joshua. I've been training sales for the past 2 months now. I have 50 plus hours in sales training. I have 20 plus hours in live mock calls and 10 plus hours in group training. I also, okay, hold on.
I mean,
I
if that's
also,
all the numbers that you have, is that if that's all the statistics that you can come up with, then that's fine.
yeah,
That's good.
and then just like say, what would I say? I'm like, I'm 19 years old. How would I,
Yeah, no, no, don't mention your age. That's irrelevant.
yeah, okay.
Um, you're not working one on one with Ethan, right?
No, I'm not, no.
Okay, you're you're working one on one with me.
Yeah,
So you paid for the free, well, not free, obviously. You paid, but you paid for classic closers.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 months.
Hmm.
Have you paid for anything else apart from like paying me?
Uh, no, I mean, I bought his like sales training book for like $8, the appointment setting book
Hmm.
guide, but not really like a training.
Hmm. Okay, so mm, you're gonna mention that number,
Okay.
and if you want, you can even pump that up a little bit more because real sales training it's a little bit more expensive, and like for example, one on one with somebody doesn't go below 1,000. Obviously, I'm doing
Yeah.
this below 1,000 because well, we're homies, and you're like yeah, pretty much the first person I coach. Well, that pays me, of course. So just mention get that number of how
Mhm.
much you've invested,
Okay.
and you can pump that up even. You can say 1,000. I've invested 1,000 in myself and my training, and uh, and that's one statistic more, right? That's another
Okay.
number because numbers really grab attention, and business owners is like the question in the back of their head that they're always asking, like how much cash collected has this person made, how much, yeah, hours of training do they have, how long have they been in sales, all the different things,
Okay.
right? So that's the numbers part. Then what else do you have in your life that you feel that it would help you, like to mention just in general about you?
Um, so I was a server at a restaurant for 3 years. And so, I remember I was talking to Ethan about this. He told me
Hmm.
that, yeah, well, I was a busboy. So I was cleaning tables, picking up trays and stuff. And I worked my way up to being a server. We're like, we serve people, we
Hmm.
date people, whatever. And so he could be like, yeah, well, you like mentioned like you've been working since you were 16 because I'm 19 years old now. So he said you've been working since
Hmm.
you're 16 and you've worked your way up in my restaurant, to become a server. And
Hmm.
I talk to customers literally every single day. That's or not every day, but I talk to them at my job. It's my job.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm very social. Not very social. I have good social skills.
Hmm.
I don't know how to say it. I have very good social skills. I don't know. You just said I could like mention that something like that, something
Hmm.
around those lines.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's good. Definitely mention that, and later I'll tell you like exactly how to optimize it.
Okay.
How about sport? You mentioned you like football. You're an athlete, right?
Yeah. So I played 4 years of high school football, and then as far as in middle school as well.
Solid, solid. Yeah, that's also worth mentioning. Um, yeah. Got anything else?
Uh, 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 um, I mean, as far as like just like hobbies or
Anything?
anything. I mean, I own my own dog walking company. I don't know if that's
All right.
anything. I do that
Yeah,
like 2 times a week, but I
that's
don't know if
solid.
that can count. I don't know.
You know more or less how much you've made with that?
With that, honestly, now I've had it for 3 months. I've made around like $700. I would say
Okay.
700, almost $800.
All right. So this is all about selling yourself. So you could even present it as I have my startup doing a where I've done just $700 because I'm doing it just for fun, right? You don't have
Yeah.
to say what it is. You just mention startup or I have
Okay.
I have my own side gig going on uh where I've made just about $700 so far. But yeah, right? So that causes intrigue. Then in the interview, if they ask, then you're honest and you say like, okay, yeah, I'm just walking the dogs. But at least you got the interview, so fuck it. They can laugh. You can laugh about it, or like business owners won't mind. To be honest, they won't care. But you got the interview. You can also say that you've played, well, of course, not like professional football, but mm, so you did that in high school, right?
Yeah, I'm not in high school anymore, no, but I was.
Mm, yeah, then just say elite. I play elite football or just whatever that you can think of that makes it better.
Okay.
Mm, and then you can say, yeah, yeah. And since I was 16, because I mean, you're 19, right?
I'm 19. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, if you carry yourself with confidence, you can come across as even older, like mm, or like 22. So
Okay.
instead of saying like for 3 years I've worked with people, serving people, all these different things, you can say since I was 16, I started working with people and whatnot. And if you come across as a little bit older, like more mature, more confident, like 22, so then you never mentioned that it's 3 years, but all of a sudden it seems like it's maybe 5 or 6, you know?
Okay.
So those are all things that from a strategic standpoint make you more relevant, more impressive, and it just causes questions because
Presentable.
that's the whole point of the loom, not to answer everything. Well, yes, there are some things that need answer, like your statistics, like how much cash collected you've done, all these different things. But
Yeah.
to cause intrigue, as in the other stuff, like who is this person? I want to know more about them. I want to talk to them. I want to see like what their actual story is like. Make sense?
Yeah. So that'll give me that second interview.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
So first numbers, and then where we have like things that you've done. Now that's gonna go last, right? I've been serving for
Or
since I'm
like my
16, let's say.
experiences. Okay.
That goes last, and in the middle goes a very short. type of story.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Um, so you said first is numbers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So numbers would be um, like you said, just not cash collected from my startup business, the amount of time,
Like
money,
think about
and
this.
training.
You're a business owner. You have a
Yeah.
company. You're trying to hire a setter, right? And you have this bunch of people who they all are like, yeah, I want to be a setter. Imagine everybody in Clash of Closers at some point they were there in front of you as a business owner. What would you be interested in knowing of these people to see who you give the position to or not?
See who has the most, who has a lot of training. I wouldn't say the most, but who has a good amount of training.
Hmm.
Someone who, first of all, can even, I know, can is confident to talk to people because it's, you have to talk to people, et cetera.
Hmm.
And I mean, if they even have cash collected,
Hmm. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So those are the things that you answer first right away
Okay.
to settle the mind of the business owner, right? Because there's always this uncertainty of, okay, who are you? What's up? And if you don't mention it like straight up, then it's always going to be in the mind of the business owner. So he won't be able to focus on you as a person, right?
Okay.
If you're not, because he's going to be like, okay, super cool that you're confident, super cool that you're coachable, amazing that you are motivated, but what are your numbers?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So always do numbers first.
Yeah. Always numbers first.
Okay, perfect.
Mm. And yeah, that's it. Like anything that you think that it might be relevant for the business owner. Now, if you don't have experience, you don't say that. Like you don't say it like that. You don't say, "Oh, I don't have experience." No, you say, and this you can do at the end. I'm looking for my first role as an appointment setter because you have to emphasize what you're looking for, but not what you lack. It's not that you lack experience; it's that you
What
have
you're looking
the
for.
eagerness to get that experience. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that you say last, and then in the middle, it doesn't have to be a story, but it does help that in a timeline. It has to be like a timeline.
Okay.
Uh, and in that timeline, you insert a bit of emotion and depth to your character, as in, okay, what was the first thing you knew about sales? Why are you doing this? Why is this important for you? What would like what are your goals? All these different things. Basically, what you do to a prospect, but you say for yourself so that they connect with you a little bit. Make sense?
Stop it. No. Sorry, I have a new cat and they're hissing at each other, so I don't want to kill each other. No, but I heard you. I heard you.
Okay. So yeah, based on that I said, like put a little bit of emotion and whatnot, how would that story, like little story or timeline, middle part of the Loom video would look like? Like what would you say?
uh first I just start off with you know, my name's Joshua. I've been doing sales training for the past, I'll just say 2.5 months.
Hmm.
2.5 months, I've spent $1,000 in sales training. I have 50 plus hours in lives, how would I say it? Live scenario, live mock calls, live sales,
Mm,
like mock calls, or would it be live sales? So remember, Ethan said, "Don't say mock calls." He said, "Say like live,
maybe role plays,
yeah,
live role
live role
plays.
plays, yeah, live role plays, and you know, 10 plus hours in group coaching calls as well,
Hmm.
and." and then from there I would jump off to my my business, right? What I just kind of be like, I'm currently running my own startup
Hmm.
that's generated me $700 in the past 3 months as well.
seven hundred
And
dollars. That's it.
oh yeah,
Because if you say
that's
in the
yeah,
past three
yeah,
months,
three months.
it
That's not
diluted
doesn't
a
look that
lot.
much. Okay, yeah. So I've also just started. Geez, I just what the heck?
I
I'm
mean,
having a
yeah,
brain fart.
that's okay. You can eventually write it down, read it, and
Yeah,
then record it. But it
yeah. I
is
have my own
good
startup.
that
That's
like once it's good that it comes from you first. Because if
yeah.
if you craft first the perfect thing, like you ask ChatGPT to tell it, then you're gonna have to memorize it, and then gonna have to say it, and it might sound robotic and a whole bunch of things. So it's best that you like make it out of your brain, then you write it down just to have the clarity, and then you're able to tell the things about yourself, right? As if you was having a conversation.
Okay, got you.
So yeah, that's good.
So
The wording gets improved, and then we jump into the story. Like, why are you here? When did it all started? All that good stuff.
jump into that now.
Yeah, try it out.
Yeah. So why the reason I'm even here is because I I'm trying to think. Okay, so the reason I'm even here is I've always been looking for a job that's kind of I've been always looking for a not always looking I've been looking for a job that I feel for me I can feel fulfilled, like a job I feel I can fulfill in helping people. And with your guys' offer, I feel like matches like it, it matches everything I was looking for, because I think it's great that by me working hard, I'm able to understand where people are coming from and help them get to the next step in
Okay,
their
stop.
life. No, okay,
Do you think other people might say the same thing as you're saying right now?
that is true. That is
Everybody's
true.
saying that. You sound like
Yeah.
everybody else, bro.
Okay.
But it's not, but it's frustrating because it's not that you are wrong. That's exactly what's coming up generally from your heart. So the way how you
Yeah.
differentiate is not by saying something else, it's by saying the same differently. I just told
Okay.
you a story or a timeline format. Where's the story there, bro?
Like a story from what do you mean from me?
Let
Oh,
me do it for you. Let me do it for you.
okay.
So first I saw sales as I was looking through YouTube and just trying to find out information on how to sell more for my startup. And then I realized that selling as the traditional way of things is not the way how you do it nowadays. So I got obsessed with high ticket closing and how it changes the mindset and the limiting beliefs of people. And then I discovered that psychology and understanding people is something that I've always done kind of intuitively. So it matched with what I wanted to do and what I wanted to learn. And at some point, when I saw this community, Clash of Closers, I went full in. I invested on that, started role playing. I was doing around 3 to 5 role plays every single day for the past 4 months. And right now, I have I always have these meetings with this coach that I have that I paid, and my confidence has slowly increased so much that I'm in a point where I wanna jump to a role. I'm eager to bring more sales to this company, and you don't say this company, but to a company that I feel like is the right fit, and alongside put to the test all these skills that I've been acquiring. Because for me in the future, I see myself as a 10K a month closer, understanding the motivations behind people, and also helping my family as well. Because yeah, then you just insert some emotional goal as well. So it's not
Okay.
just selfish. But you see, it's like a story, more
Yeah,
depth.
it's yeah, it's way better. It's way better.
Hmm. So it's more engaging.
Yeah. Versus just saying, well, I just want this, I want to help people. So I can just be
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
Like tell your
Definitely have
story,
to.
Joshua. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I've had this startup that's generated me $700, and I was looking around the internet to see how I can just gain more sales for my company and generate more revenue. And so I came across sales, and I was just kind of watching a few videos, and I came into the high ticket sales space, remote setting and closing, and I was just intrigued by it because I'm like, you can understand people and their motivations or limited beliefs on why they buy and they don't buy. And, so with wanting to learn more, I invested into Clash of Closers. It's a sales program. And with them, I've gotten 50 plus hours of live role plays and, 20 hours of group coaching. As far as $1,000 invested in my sales training, and also a one-on-one mentorship with Ivan. And so why I want okay, so why I want specifically this role is because
Okay,
like, yeah, I'm trying to
check it out.
see how to.
Mm, when you are so a couple things. First off, when you're looking for a role, you don't say
Yeah.
that you want the role. You say that you want
Okay.
a role, right? Because
A role.
in the interview, and this is like very legit, you're gonna have to ask so many questions to see if the role is actually good. Like they ask
Okay.
you questions to see if you're a good candidate, if you're a good person to work in the company, but you also have to ask a bunch of things to the company, right?
That's
You're not
true.
like
Okay.
you're not, oh yes, I want to work there for sure, no matter what. It would be an honor for me to work there. No, 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 because that's a needy energy, right? That's
Yeah.
when you say a girl, oh, I love you, I want to be with you, please, let's be like be my girlfriend, but you don't really have been on the first date.
Okay.
You just
So just
simping.
like, so right now, why I just want a role
Correct.
is because I want to find the one that's the best suit for me, and kind of take the skills, the time, and just necessarily the money that I invested in my training, and put it to the test, and get to that, in the near future, making 10K a month as a closer and so forth.
Okay. There are, I would say,
But I leave that part out. I feel like I wouldn't keep that part in there. The 10K a month closing part.
no need, no need, yeah. But like there are
Okay.
three parts of the story.
Yeah.
There's like the thing that got you interested in sales or the thing that got you interested in whatever, right? Like
Hmm.
and because when telling a story, you have to think about scenes or pictures
Yeah.
that people can imagine. So instead of, oh, I want a job because it make me feel fulfilled and I can help people, like there's no picture there, right?
Yeah.
But if you go, at some point, I got so confident on my skill set when I was role playing with my coach that I thought now is the time to go all in an offer. So now I am searching for the right offer to jump in, be a complete lion on the trenches of the sales calls and even my all, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit more visual, right? Jump in,
Okay.
you kind of imagine somebody
So
like
just
jumping in.
give more details, right? Kind of.
Yeah,
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 that
you
sounds good.
wanna paint a picture, a scene, right? Like first this happened, then this happened. I thought, oh, this. So then I did, right? It's
So
always
from
like,
beginning, so from beginning to why I even wanted sales training, or why it made me get into sales, and then where I want to be, and then why I'm here necessarily, like why I'm
yeah,
here now to
exactly.
be. Okay.
So three parts: why you got in sales,
Mhm.
then what you've done, like to put yourself in a position of you're valuable, and third, what made you apply for the job, for a job? What has you looking for a job, right? So what has you going into sales, then who are you as a person a little bit, and then what has you applying for a job? And then as a
Okay.
fourth is like why you have the goals that you have. Like obviously you mentioned your goals and then why? Because that would allow you to do, and then you paint the scene. That would allow me to travel with my girlfriend to the Bahamas and make a lot of money, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Got you. So fourth is why I want these goals, right?
yeah,
Okay.
like that's the fourth, and it's a little bit more optional, as you said. But yeah.
Okay. Got you. Okay. I just wrote this down just so I can have it.
All right.
Okay.
So we have exactly 1 minute left till the meeting ends. You have 1 minute to pitch me, and then the meeting will end. Go.
Okay. So, my name's Joshua. I originally so I own a $700. I have a startup that's generating $700, and so I was looking across YouTube trying to figure out how to necessarily generate more revenue, sell more people for my startup. And so I looked into sales training, and I looked at a couple of videos, and that's when I came across that, the high ticket space, remote sales. And so I was just kind of researching it, looking at it. It caught my eye, and I'm like, wow, this is fascinating. And so I went over to Clash of Closers. It's a sales training group. I invested $1,000 with them, and with that, I've gotten 50 plus hours of live role play experience, as far as 30 hours of sales training and 20